Hey DeJounte, just first of all, what's the mood like among you guys getting ready to go play in this win or go home sort of situation?
Oh, it's exciting. Uh, you know, it's a chance to to one chance closer to get opportunity to make the playoffs. So win or go home games is it's easily said and done. It's you win and you move on, or you lose or you go home. So I think the guys are excited from the practice we had today, and we just got to go out there tomorrow, compete, and try to get a win.
You got a lot of guys on this roster that have never really been in this sort of situation at the NBA level, either played in the playoffs or a winner take all game like this. What do you tell those guys?
I mean, from you got guys like DeMar who's been in the playoffs a lot. Patty Mills, obviously. So and then so when I first got here, it was in the playoffs. So just go out. It's important from pregame all the way. It's a different approach. Regular season, there's 82, but this year was 72 games, so you could look forward to the next one. With this game, you can't look forward to nothing after this game. Every possession, everything, is just important. So you got to go out with the mentality that you're playing for something and playing like it's your last. So you got damn near be perfect both ends of the floor, and at the end of the day, make sure you have fun too with it, and just compete at a high level, try to get a win.
When you look back at your first experience in the playoffs, is that something that stuck out to you at first, just the uptick in intensity when you go from regular season to postseason?
For sure. I mean, if you play at this level, I think your goal should always to get to the playoffs. Just that atmosphere is different. That feeling. I remember getting thrown in the fire in the playoffs versus Rockets, my first playoff game, and it was fun. It was a lot thrown at you, mind going crazy, and as it slowed down for you, you understand it, and you're prepared for it. So just stay confident. As a team, everybody just stay confident. Come ready to compete at a high level, like I just said, and let's get a win.
Thanks, Jeff. Next, we'll go to Tommy O from the Express News.
Hey, DeJounte. Good morning. What's it like facing Kyle Anderson with the pace he plays at and his versatility?
That's my guy. Obviously my guy off the floor, but on the floor, not my friend. I'm not looking to joke around with nobody because they want to beat us like we want to beat them. So, I'm happy for him, just to see him. I watch a lot of basketball when we're not playing, and, I'm happy for Kyle. That's somebody that I'll, be connected with for my whole life. So, other than that, you just gotta be ready to go. Like I said, no friendly stuff. They want to beat us. We want to beat them. So, we gotta go win the game. And after, we could joke around and talk about anything.
What have you learned from facing Ja? What's your game plan against him? How do you go about defending him?
I mean, he's a talented young player. He's on the right road to greatness. And from what I hear from him and what I know from people around him, he got a work ethic. So, the sky's the limit for him. And I love just competing, with the best. So it's gonna be fun. And like I said before, on the floor, starting tomorrow, ain't no friends, none of that. It's strictly business. And like I said, after, we'll be able to talk about whatever. And obviously the game plan, we got a team game plan, starting myself all the way down. So
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tom. Next, we'll go to Raul Dominguez, AP.
Hey, DeJounte. Hey, with this being a one-game playoff, the play-in tournament, I realize the stakes are a lot higher, but does this remind you at all of NCAA tournament or AAU game? And I was wondering if that experience can help you at all out in this sort of, do or die situation.
I mean, it's the NBA, so both of those levels can never compare to this level. First of all, and then I never been to the NCAA tournament, so that's not a question I can answer for you. I'm an NBA player now, obviously, and I've been to playoffs before, so I know the atmosphere, I know the win or go home type of situation. So, like I said, we just got to go out and compete together. Be there for your brother, cheer for your brother, and if you're playing, compete with your brother and go get a win.
Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Raul. Hector Ledesma, Sports Night.
Hey, DJ, you mentioned that playoff game against the Rockets back in 2017. And it's funny because I think the tendency, because you're still so young, is to kind of put you in with the other young guys on your team. But you've been through several playoff series. Do you say anything to your teammates, especially the younger guys, leading into a situation that's even more do or die than a regular playoff series?
I mean, like continue to say, man, it's everything counts. You can't take no plays off. You gotta compete at a high level for 48 minutes. You gotta be ready to go. Pop's gonna have a short leash because he understands what's at stake. So at the end of the day, if your number's called, be ready to go. From the starters, lead by example. The guys who get subbed in, lead by example, and whoever the number's called, be ready to go. It's your job. We get paid to do this. Be ready to go, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a gritty game, and if you're not built for these type of games, it will show. You gotta be ready to go.
Speaking of being built for those types of games, DJ, and how passionate and you are about these types of situations. So is this one of those things for you where it's like this is it? I mean, this is what you obviously maybe you'd like to be in better seating going into a playoff situation, but getting this chance to get there, is this one of those things that you're just kind of chomping at the bit at?
I mean, hell yeah, I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Like I said before, a couple of days ago, obviously, I'm a winner. I love in a situation where we already have a seed, going into the playoffs. But we get opportunity. We can't take it for granted. And like I said, we gotta go out and compete and give it your all, and we'll see what the results are.
Thanks, Heck. We'll close out with Jeff Garcia, WOI.
DeJounte, how you doing?
Thank you.
I just want to ask you, during the extended time away, how did that do for you physically, mentally, as you head into the game tomorrow?
What do you mean time away?
The longest break that you've had since the regular season ended, the longest break.
Oh, well, like the days off and stuff?
Yeah, the days off, yeah.
I mean, it haven't been nothing different. I mean, I'm obviously resting my body, but I've been in the gym every single day. Just coming in here, touching the ball, working on my body, whatever, and, watching film and stuff. So, I mean, obviously the rest is good, but I'm ready to go. I don't like sitting around, whether it was, in season or off season. I stay active and just ready to work. So, I'm excited. Tomorrow, obviously tonight, we get to watch some games. I mean, I'm glad basketball is doing tonight, and then tomorrow, we'll be ready to go.
What's it like for you as a young guy to be in a situation like this, playing basically to keep your season alive, do or die?
I would say it's pretty exciting, to say the least. This is a situation that I've never been in. And on top of that, we're trying to make the playoffs. So I'm starving, I'm hungry, I'm excited, and I'm ready to play with my team and get a dub.
Do the older guys that have sort of been through the playoff wars, have they talked to you younger fellas about what it's like, the uptick in intensity? I know you were around for that Denver series, so at least you saw it from the bench. But what do you expect that'll be like?
I know a little. We haven't truly, I think, as a team, really talked, or the best really talked about it. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk to us, closer and closer to the game about how important it is. The importance of just taking care of the ball, playing defense, the little things, because they've been there and done that. So, but we're getting there.
I know you guys talk about transition defense and limiting turnovers in every game, but does that become even more important in this situation, especially you're playing a team like Memphis that thrives on that, getting out and running and forcing turnovers and stuff like that?
Yeah, most definitely. We know what their strengths are. They average about 25 points on transition against us, as a whole. So for the 3 games that we played them. So we know what we have to double down on. We know what players we truly have to focus on and what the game plan is. It's all about just the mental and everything between the ears, just trying to be ready and stick to the details.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff. Tommy O, Express News.
Lonnie, what are you seeing from DeMar and Rudy and Patty, the veterans right now? With the chance to get into the playoffs. I know everyone wants it, but are you seeing a little bit more from them in terms of preparation?
Um, I think every game that we've played has kind of been the same as far as terms of preparation and being mentally prepared. Of course, this is a little bit more heightened, basically considering everything. But I would say so. They're ready to get going. Patty, he's all eyes and ears. He's showing us the Spurs way and how we are, how we should maintain it, or trying to going into the playoffs. So day by day, the level of intensity and paying attention to details, is just leveling up.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tommy. Next, we'll go to Hector Ledesma, Sports Night.
Lonnie, opening night this season against Memphis, you played pretty well. 16 points, 34 minutes. You started that night. How much do you remember from that ball game?
Not much. I just know that we got the win. John Moran had a hell of a game. The big Valanciunas it was just one of those games, and we were excited to play. We were ready to play. But this is a completely different ballpark. Everyone has their rhythm, everyone has different game plans, different styles of play now. So we just gotta go out there and be ready to play. No excuses.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too, because the last two times you played them, the two times here in San Antonio, that was late January and early February. So I guess you got to put, a grain of salt in terms of, what you can take out of those matchups. Is that your approach going into tomorrow?
Absolutely. We know what their strengths are. So we're trying to really double down on that and focus on what they do best, and let everything else play its part. But as far as, our defensive schemes and things that we need to do, we got to double down and be ready for everything that's going to happen on that game. We just got to play the Spurs way.
Thanks, Lonnie.
Thanks, Zach. We'll close it out with Jeff Garcia.
Lonnie, since the regular season ended tomorrow, you guys have going through your longest period away from the court. What did you do during this time, and how did it benefit you for just getting some rest in, or how did you handle it?
Honestly, since it's a plan, and we're trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, I'm trying to really be focused on this game, watch a ton of film, watch film against the Memphis Grizzlies, watch film against my previous games on what I can do better as a player. I want to make sure I'm the best and highest fit for my teammates in order for us to try and get a win and play the best that I can. So, even though we had a day off, I'm really focused on this game more than anything. So nothing really matters at this point. I'm just trying to get this win.
All right. Thank you, Lonnie.
Hey, Rudy.
What up, bro?
What difficulties does Kyle Anderson pose defending him with his, the different pace that he plays at and all the things that he can do?
He's just great. He's got a lot better. He's every year has added something to his game. He's starting to shoot the ball well. Defensively, he's tough. He has long arms. He pokes at the ball and keeps you off guard. So he's definitely a big part of that team and the reason why they've had somewhat success this past year.
What did the day off do for you yesterday, legs wise?
Man, we haven't had 2 days in 2 months. So yeah, it was good for the whole team just to be able to rest and do some of the things they haven't been able to do all season. Excuse me.
You finished the season strong. What were the key factors in that?
Just playing free, playing with a little bit of desperation, and trying to just manage my time better, going out there and leaving it all out there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tommy. We'll go to Mike Finger, Express News.
Hey, Rudy, it's interesting you used the word desperation there. Is that even for a vet like you? Did you feel a sense of that down the stretch, and will you feel that tomorrow, you think?
Well, yeah, it had to be like that. This past month hasn't, obviously you can see a lot of reasons for why we played the way we do, but we haven't been playing as well as we probably could. And that's obvious. So, we're at a point right now where we are desperate.
And technically, in a winner take all, loser go home game tomorrow, you don't have a contract beyond tomorrow. Does that enter your mind at all that, I'm not saying you made a decision or anything, but this could be your last game as a Spur? There's nothing guaranteed beyond that. How much does that even enter your mind during a week like this?
Well, it definitely. I've thought about it once or twice.
Yeah.
But